Trash Talk Radio. Back again. Segment 2. Guru, you know what that means.
Plug time.
It's that plug time.
Plug time.
Trash Talk Radio and TrashTalkRadio.com, brought to you by the WorldOfSportsNetwork.com. World of Sports Network, connecting the world through the sports we love. You gotta head on over to the World of Sports Network. It's got all your trash talk needs. It's got a bunch of other stuff on there too. Lots of great shows, on court, off court. In my opinion, with Denton Day, a bunch of good stuff. And make sure you head over to the World of Sports Network's YouTube page to check out everything we're doing here and the fun we're actually having. You can watch Trash Talk Radio over there on the YouTubes and make sure you can see what we're doing there. If you're looking for me, Lestro, I am on Twitter every day at More or Lestro on Twitter, and the Guru is on Instagram at Guru's Film Room. It's just his thoughts, man. Just his thoughts. One more time for the people in the cheap seats, TrashTalkRadio.com, and Guru, tell them that hashtag.
That's 10K for TTR.
All right, so Guru, now that we've got that out of the way, let's go back one more time and take one final look here at Week 9. If I got that right, this is Week 9 in the NFL with Guru's call-outs and shout-outs. So this is how it works. Guru goes back and watches the film, watches the games, and he picks out a couple of people that need to be recognized for what they're done, and each of those get a shout-out.
Yes, boy.
And he picks out a couple of guys that need to be called out for what they did this weekend.
Get the heck out of here.
So let's turn to Guru and let's start with the call-outs as we always do. Who's getting called out this week, Guru?
You guys know how this go, man. Sometimes you need to get a little pep in the step. Sometimes you need someone to go like the Guru to call your ass out so you can do what you need to be doing.
Let people know that you're not playing right. Somebody noticed.
Exactly. So our first call out, man, and I don't know how much longer we're going to have this call out, so I'm going to take advantage of it because hopefully it might be the end. And for some people, it's way overdue. But, in fact, I'm calling out the whole organization. It's not just one guy. You know what? I want to make a line change, an audible at the line of scrimmage. Because Omaha. Nathan Peterman, Omaha. The whole Buffalo Bill organization, Omaha, Sean McDermott. Like, why is this guy? I just heard Sam Bradford just got released. So if Sam Bradford don't get picked up by the Buffalo Bills, man, somebody's going to get their ass called out again. So I'm calling the whole Bills, not just Nathan, the whole Bills. But Nathan, specifically your stats. You did it again. Nathan Peterman being Nathan Peterman. 31 for 49, 189 yards, 3 picks, and most importantly, one of the picks was a pick 6.
Of course it was.
So Nathan
what
Peterman,
he does.
This is what you do. Do Nathan Peterman's things. And I am calling your ass out for us still watching Nathan Peterman do Nathan Peterman shit.
Oh, man, get the heck out of here.
It is amazing that Buffalo's doing that. You know who's not watching that, though? My boy Johnny Cab, a diehard Bills fan up there in Buffalo, boycotting any game that Peterman starts for the rest of the year. Did not watch the last one. Said he felt liberated by not having to watch Peterman on the field. All right.
Oh, man, get the heck out of here.
It's liberated.
All right, give us another one that we're calling out this week.
I'm calling another one. I'm calling this one out for being petty, man. The Guru is always watching for a petty situation, man. So Kyrie Irving, that's some petty situation, throwing the ball out and tossing the ball in the stand like that after Jamal Murray just busted your ass for almost 50 cents, man. He was about a 2 pennies short, and you got mad and took that change and threw it to the stands.
Well, he got mad because he went for the shot. Murray went for that.
Of course, as he's supposed to.
That's what I'd have done.
As he's supposed to because he wanted to put 50.
Yes.
What the heck? How often are you going to get 50?
When are you going to get that chance? When you be sitting at 48 with the ball at the end of the game.
Hand, and you're like, okay. We all know, Kyrie, I seen you put up 50 with the ball. You had the ball and look, all right, 50. I've seen that. Jamal Murray didn't come. No one came out there and throw the ball out because when you missed. Kyrie Irving, the Guru, for being a petty ass. You know what? I am calling your leprechaun ass out.
Oh, man, get the heck out of here.
Leprechaun ass. Take that, Celtics fans.
Take all that.
Oh, man, get the heck out of here.
All right, one more call out for the week, Guru. One more guy that needs to be called out.
I don't even know if this is a call out or if it's a shout out, depending on what side of the spectrum, but they're definitely going on my call out because the whole Dallas Cowboys football team.
The one thing you guys going to know about the Guru and everybody knows, he hates the Cowboys.
Go on.
Kevin Byard, the interception leader from last year for the safeties of the Tennessee Titans, got a pick in the end zone versus Dak, ran all the way to the midfield, did the T.O. midfield celebration.
Oh, right.
And then, not only that, they started dancing on that.
Yeah, man.
And only one Cowboy came, and the softest Cowboy, a corner, came. A corner. Not a linebacker, not a DN, but a single corner came. Nobody else came. You know when T.O. did that, what happened? He almost got decapitated. So for the heartless Dallas Cowboy, for letting a man come in your home, didn't take his shoes off and rub dirt in your carpet, and you didn't do nothing about it. I am calling your heartless ass out. Dallas Cowboys.
Get the heck out of it. Oh, man, get the heck out of it.
Yeah, I love that one. I got to tell you, the way they voted this week,
Oh, man, get the heck out
calling
of it.
him out for that, too. You took a lying weasel to represent you, a Canadian bootlicker and sent him to Washington. You know what? Mess with Texas. All right, so let's transition out of that. Those are our call-outs for the week. Let's talk about our shout-outs.
Yes, boy.
Who deserves to be recognized for their play this week?
Shout out number one. Hey, this kid, worked hard, practice squad, San Francisco 49ers rookie quarterback, Nick Mullins.
Oh, man.
This is a quarterback, not that Peterman nonsense. This is what a real quarterback who deserves to be an opportunity is. Nick Mullins took advantage of that. He has more TDs in one game than Nathan Peterman had in 2 years of showing up. My man Nick Mullins, the guru for that performance against the Oakland Raiders, man, 262 yards, 3 TDs, under 34 and 3 victories. Look at the difference. Nathan Peterman was 31 for 49 for 189. 3. Take away from. Hey, Nick Mullins, the guru is giving you a shout out.
Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
Great performance by that kid, stepping up and beating. It was only the Raiders, but it doesn't matter. That's still a great win. 3 touchdowns. Nice start, kid. Nice start.
Yes, boy.
All right, who else we got, Guru?
Hey, my second shout out on the cover. Nobody's talking about this, but I'm going to keep talking about this. Norv Turner, the offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. He had a goal this preseason. He said he want Cam Newton to be a 65% on completion percentage quarterback. And Cam Newton right now is at his career high, 67% quarterback and completion percentage. And the Panthers is 6-2, a game away from being a first seed. In the division. The Carolina Panthers and Norv Turner for changing that whole efficiency of the offense. I am giving you guys a shout out.
Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
I never would have bet on that going into it, that it would be Norv Turner that we were talking about turning that team around, but damn if he didn't do it. That offense looks like he found another gear in it. He found something, and Cam is amazing right now. So, all right, give us one more for the week, one more shout out.
The best receiver in the world, Mike Thomas.
Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
12, 211, 1 TD with a Joe Horn. Drop the mic. The truth don't need no explanation. I don't need to say anything more about what I just said. Let's show. That's what I always thought. The truth need no explanation. Mike Thomas is the best receiver in the world.
Yes, boy.
Hands down.
There you go.
Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
You heard it there. So that's our call-outs and shout-outs for the week going forward to Week 10. I can't wait to see who we get on that one. But I'll tell you what, Guru, let's turn our attention now to the week coming up instead of looking back at the last week with our Bets with Ben segment with Ben Carey from the Currency Kings. He's going to let us know who to put our money on this week in college football and in the pros. Let's see what Ben's doing. Guru back again with Ben Carey of thecurrencykings.com. Ben, it is great to have you back on the show, man. You got to head over to the Currency Kings. Check it out. He's got fresh picks for you every day. He's got write-ups on what he's doing. Get over there, and when you use BetDSI and you enter the code TTR, they're going to match up to $500. So make sure you enter the code TTR at BetDSI on thecurrencykings.com and have them match up to $500. Ben Carey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty well. It's good to talk to you.
Hey, always good to talk to that money back Ben, baby. How you doing, man? Don't bet with your heart. Bet with Ben.
Bet with Ben.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
yeah, last
how'd we do this past weekend,
week,
Ben?
Man, so we went 4-4, basically broke even. Came down to the Monday night affair. We had the under in the Dallas Titans game, and there's a late touchdown scored that put that over. So we needed that one, but hey, I'd rather go even than have a losing weekend. So we're back at it this weekend, and I like the picks I have. So
and I think we're still up on the year if that's the case, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you know what? I'll take an even week here and there.
You know what, Ben? Don't worry about it. The guru gonna get his cut. When the guru was younger, when I used to go to the barber shop, I used to always want to even Steven, baby.
Nice.
Even Steven.
There you go.
That's for all the kids out there, man. All the kids out in the hood. Y'all know how it is. Even Steven, baby. Let's go.
So Ben, let's get ahead on it this weekend. Let's get on the winning side of this equation and tell us who you're putting your money on for college football on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have a few games here that a lot of people probably won't be watching, but I know I've covered why we pick those games, because it's all about finding the value, the line value, and those are the games you want to bet on.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is going to be Kansas versus Kansas State. Now, this is called the Governor's Cup out in Kansas. They don't have a lot going on in Kansas, but they do have this game, the Governor's Cup.
This should have been the Dorothy Cup. We're not in Kansas.
Yeah, something.
The Tornado Cup.
Yes. So this game, both teams are 3-6. Like I said, it's not going to be one a lot of people are watching. Maybe just those who are within the state of Kansas.
Yeah,
but we got
Kansans.
Yeah, we got Kansas State favored by 11.5 currently, and that's who we're going to take. Kansas is not a good team. I've watched them play a few times. I don't know why I was watching them play, but that's just how it happened. I had money on them earlier this year.
What?
But Kansas State.
Come on.
Well,
hey, that's part of the 3 wins. 3 out of the 6.
No, actually, yeah, one of them, yes, they covered, and then the other one I bet against them. So I necessarily wasn't to watch just Kansas play, to watch Kansas lose. But both teams, like I mentioned, 3-6 in this one. The Wildcats are at home. They're actually 6-0 against the spread in their last 6 games after a straight-up loss. They lost a close one at TCU, but they look pretty good. TCU's defense is really coming along. So even though they had, I think, just 13 points in that one, they look good. But Kansas is not a good team. There's rumors that Les Miles might even come back there next year. He has some ties with one of the coaches at Kansas. But anyways, as far as this one goes, I expect Kansas to win by at least 2 touchdowns in this rivalry, and we're going with the Wildcats.
All right, take Kansas
State. There's a lot of Kansas over there.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Take Kansas State.
Kansas State.
Take Kansas State over Kansas in the Governor's Cup in Kansas.
The purple team, not the blue team, Guru. I know you like the blue teams, but we're going with the purple team this time.
Oh, you better watch out for that, man. The guru is gonna put a hex on you if you don't go with the blue.
Forget that. Bet with Ben. Ben, tell us who we're betting on next.
Yeah, next one. This is probably another one not a lot of people are going to be watching. This is Miami on the road against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is favored by 3, and we are going with the Yellow Jackets to cover 3 points here. Now, this is a bet I like to call a situational bet. There's not a lot of trends that really support why I'm picking Georgia Tech, but the reason why is because Miami's 5-4. They're on the road and they're coming off a loss to Duke. Miami had high hopes for this season. They're going to make one of those bowl games where, the Little Caesars Bowl or whatever. They damn bowls, I don't even know anymore. Right. They're really not motivated to win this game. Option attack at home for Georgia Tech is really going to give the Hurricanes some trouble. There is one trend that does support the Yellow Jackets. They're 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 overall. Miami's only scored 12, 14, and 13 points their last 3 games, so they're going to have trouble putting up points against that option attack of Georgia Tech. So we're going to go with the Yellow Jackets -3 in this one.
All right, take Georgia Tech -3 to beat Miami this weekend, and give us a premier game on Saturday to bet on.
Yeah, so here's one. Here's one that people will be watching. So
yeah, sure. Give us something.
Yeah. So this is one I like. Now I had my first premier loss last week in about 6 weeks. Unfortunately, LSU didn't cover against Alabama, or come within 14.5, I should say. But we're going to get back on the horse here with Ohio State -3.5 on the road against Michigan State. We're going with the Buckeyes. Now, the Buckeyes, Guru, I know you were watching this one, and we actually had this game predicted right as far as the over-under with Ohio State and Nebraska. We went with the under, but Ohio State, it was a closer game than a lot expected.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled up, they got the win, and they're going to bounce back this week against a good Michigan State defense. But, those in Columbus still have some slim hopes of making the playoff. They would need a lot to happen. They would obviously have to win out. They would need some other teams to lose. But I think they're still hopeful. They still have Haskins. He's a really good quarterback. Spartans are actually 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games. So this is a gut play for me. I think Ohio State's going to come out strong on offense. They're going to put up some points, and I like them to win by a touchdown on the road.
So you did a situational bet and a gut bet. I like that.
I like this,
back
man. It's
to back.
Seriously.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys pay me the $2, man.
That's exactly it. That's why Ben gets the comfy chair. All right, so we're taking on Saturday. We're taking Kansas State over Kansas in the Governor's Cup. We're taking Georgia Tech over Miami, and we're taking Ohio State to beat Michigan State in a gut play at our premier game of the week. Now, let's move over to Sunday and talk about the big boys. What are we betting on in the NFL?
Yes, the big boys. Now, this first game that we're going to cover, it's an interesting one because the team they're going up against has basically switched quarterbacks almost every weekend. It's almost like a coin flip.
Yeah, right.
I think the magic is over the crab legs in this one. Did I do that? Whatever. Fitzmagic.
Ben Urkel.
Yeah. Hey, people don't forget, man. Hey, I could have referenced something else that Jameis Winston did, but I didn't. So
good on you. Good on you.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a family show.
So, yes. So Redskins are actually the underdog in this one at +3, +3.5, depending on where you get it. But right now it's at +3.5. I like the Redskins to win this game outright. Actually, the Redskins are
money line.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Redskins are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 after a loss, so they're going to come in ready to play. The Bucks, like I mentioned, they've just been going through quarterbacks back and forth. But hey, Fitzmagic has looked well in some games, and others he hasn't. So it really depends which one you're going to get. I think in this one,
no one knows. That's the fun. That's Tampa Bay's season. They got 2 guys and like 4 quarterbacks out of the 2 of them. It's a coin flip either way you go.
Exactly. Redskins 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 in November. I like the Redskins to win this one outright, but give us 3.5 points just to be safe. Go with the Redskins.
The Guru loves that pick, baby.
Guru likes that
man.
pick, man.
Keep it rolling, baby.
All right, give us another one for Sunday.
Next one, this probably isn't a game that another one a lot of people won't be watching. Jags versus Colts. We're going with 2 picks in this one, actually. We're going to go with the under of 47 as well as the Colts -3. So under is 5-1 in the Jaguars' last 6 against the AFC South. Of course, Colts being in the division, AFC South. The under is also 6-1 for the Jags as the road underdog in their last 7 against the spread. And the Jags versus with the points are 0-4 in the last 4 overall. So this is a double bet we're going to be throwing in. I like the Jags, Colts under 47, and the Colts -3. Andrew Luck's been coming along, and they're going to win by a touchdown in this one.
Yeah, I think that's a good bet. I think the under's the right one in this because I don't think the offense on the Jacksonville side is going to do a whole lot, and I think also the Jacksonville defense is not as good as we thought, but pretty good, and I think the Colts are still going to be able to pull it out because I think they're the more complete team.
Ooh, bye weeks. Yeah. I think both of them are coming off a bye, right?
Yeah, so they both rested because Jacksonville was last played in London.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Yeah,
All right.
Blake Bortles, man. I don't know what's going on with that guy, but
Yeah,
that's
no
a
one
whole nother-
does. That's the. I'll tell you what's going on with him. He sucks. Okay,
Hey, he's been hanging out with Peterman a little too much.
Ooh,
Right, the two of them
you
getting
better
together.
start
Yeah.
talking about that Peter, man.
Peterman keeps calling him up. Peterman keeps calling him up like, "How do you still have a job? I need one." So let's go to one more game here on Sunday. Give us one more NFL bet, Ben.
Yeah, so the last one we're going to cover, a bigger game a lot of people will actually be watching. Now this one, this is definitely a play that's going against the public, but I'm fine with that. It's the Saints and Bengals, and we're actually going to go with the under of 54 in this one. Now, I know the Saints offense has been on fire, but if you compare the splits with points on the road versus at home, of course, the Saints are averaging over 10 more points at home versus on the road. And there could be some iffy weather in Cincinnati. They could actually get some rain. It's going to be around 40 degrees and windy as well. So I don't think Drew Brees is going to be able to put up as many points as he has been. So I like the under in this one. And another statistic we'll throw out is the under is 4-1 in the Bengals' last 5 as a home underdog. And under is also 17-5 in the Bengals' last 22 games in November. So 2 strong trends there. We're going with that under.
Yeah, it's a stereotype for a reason. Dome teams don't play as well outside. The offenses don't get as going. So
You know what? I'm gonna.
Go ahead, Guru.
No, I'm just gonna say I want to put a little nugget in this game because the Saints were so fired and geared up to defeat the Rams. There's always that emotional. They're not gonna get up as much for the Bongos.
Right.
You know, I love my Bongos, but there's always that emotional next game challenge. I was looking at this game myself, so I like that, Ben. I like that, Big Ben.
all right.
I mean, it's another one too. On top of playing out of the dome, it's an NFC team coming into the AFC
Late in the year. Like this.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that line up for this one. So that's probably one of my favorite picks for the NFL right there, the under 54. So.
All right, so that means that for our NFL picks for the week on Bets with Ben Carey from thecurrencykings.com, he has taken the Redskins to beat the Bucks. He's taken the under in the Jags-Colts game and the Colts -3, and he's got the under in the Saints-Bengals game. I got that right?
That's correct.
Sounds right.
All right, so for picks every day and all week long, head over to thecurrencykings.com. Ben Carey from thecurrencykings.com. He makes picks for you every day. They're free picks on the site. He's got write-ups and explanations, and you can bet right there through thecurrencykings.com. In fact, if you go right now and sign up with betdsi.com, use the code TTR. Code TTR on betdsi.com. They're going to match up to $500. That's free money, Guru. Free money up to $500 to bet with. And as always, don't bet with your heart.
Bet with Ben.
Bet with Ben. Ben Carey from the Currency Kings. Good talking to you, man. We will see you again next week.
Thanks again, guys. We'll talk next week.
All right, Ben.